Cover letters and resumes are a vital part in landing the dream job that you've always wanted. Of course, it's not enough for you to just write any ordinary cover letter or resume, but rather you need to tailor fit those resumes and cover letters depending on the type of job that you're going to be going for. Okay, so basically, based on my previous assignments, I'm planning to apply as an operations manager in a call center company. And because of that, there are various differences in the format and the manner of writing a resume that I discovered. After looking through some previous samples of resumes and cover letters submitted in those kinds of companies, I found out that it is vital for you, first of all, to research that company's particular culture. That means giving out a rather informal tone in your cover letters or resumes is not really penalized as much as with any other kind of jobs. Basically, they want to see how good your people skills are, how good you get to talk to people. And so if you include that aspect in your resume or your cover letter, then they would really see a voice in you, which is pretty important in leadership training skills, because the job that I'm looking for is a job that requires you to talk to other people. It's a job that requires you to train other people. It's a job that requires you to guide other people in order for them to reach their fullest potential. And because of that, a very laid back approach in your cover letter, although it should still sound professional, is generally required, or generally it's encouraged for you to go ahead and give out a voice in your resume per se. What I'm planning to do is to include my educational qualifications in the resume itself because it is part of the requirements. Of course, I did have previous experience in the company, so I'll be making sure to include that too. I'll be putting in some of the leadership programs that I have been in ever since I started college. Being a part of the University Student Council and the La Salle University Las Marinas would also help me out because it shows that I had experience in leadership training as well as helping out others, which is a pretty big boon in the type of job that I'm looking for. I'll be making sure to include all those qualifications in my resume as well as all the previous experiences that I've had in that field. Another thing that I should include in my resume is the fact that I am a native speaker of the English language. I was raised in the United States, which gives me a pretty good idea of how the clients, which are Americans, tick, which would be a pretty big advantage if people would put my resume side by side with any other applicants. It's an advantage because basically not a lot of people has that experience living in the native country, and so this would give me a lot of insight as to what the customers may need, what the clients are looking for, and all that. It's going to be overall a very laid back resume filled with only the most relevant information, the most relevant experience, as well as highlighting the fact that I am a native speaker of the language, and this is something that would benefit the company greatly. Thank you.